before we kind of get into that, this will be a perfect segue into the Cade versus Luka conversation.
Oh, roll my
So
sleeves up. Hold on. Woo! Yes.
right right now over on FanDuel, you guys, Cade Cunningham is actually third best odds to win MVP. Shea Alexander is a minus 450. Luka Doncic is a plus 750. Cade is a plus 1800. This was plus 3000 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, people are starting to get traction ever since Jokic went down. Jaylen Brown, a plus 4000, and Jalen Brunson, plus 7500. But Eric, let's kind of get into a conversation that you had, especially after that Lakers game, after the Pistons had their best win in LA in over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Cade versus Luka debate. So you had a tweet saying you think that Cade Cunningham is better than Luka Doncic. In what context do you think he's better across the board? Is it individualism? Is it being a team leader? Because I think just reading that tweet, maybe some people can take it a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a lot of different ways. I think it's for sure leadership. I think it's being a floor and a ceiling raiser because I think when we seen Luka at his best when he was with Dallas, first of all, he was playing totally different. He had athleticism, he had burst, he had the ability to finish at the rim, and he's not really doing that at a consistent level with the Lakers anymore. He is turning more and more into a grenade launcher, a foul baiter, and a guy that I don't really think you can rely on really for the next several years with how his game is going. He's 26 right now, and I think he's kind of, I don't want to say he's maxing out, but he doesn't look like the same dude in any way, shape, or form. So for me, I think when you look at a guy like Cade Cunningham, he doesn't have any glaring flaws that, to me, just diminishes his game where opponents can take advantage of it. Opponents literally game plan by saying, how can we get Luka tired and in his most vulnerable position? Defense. In the Laker game against the Pistons, he was gassed by the fourth quarter because they were running up and down the floor so much. Lakers are an old team. LeBron can't run like that to keep up with these guys, and Luka for damn sure cannot run up and down the floor to keep up with these guys. So in that aspect, in terms of leadership, I don't think it's close. Cade Cunningham is a spectacular leader. He empowers his teammates all the time. He sets guys up in positions like the way JB Biggerstaff always says. He can, produce and, do his thing without taking food off of your plate. And I think that's spot on for the way that we see Cade and how others eat around him and produce around him. I think Luka just kind of goes and gets his. I think the numbers to me look a lot better than what he actually gives you. I think numbers and analytics skew a lot of conversations to make players look better than what they actually are. Because sitting through and watching Luka at this point is a brutal watch. I don't like watching Luka play basketball at this point anymore. And I think Cade just clears in terms of two-way ability. Like, Cade has shown the ability to be a great rim protector. He's good on the island. You can't hunt out a 6'7" guy like him who's very agile. I don't know. In the scoring, again, if you want to say Luka's a better scorer, I have no problem with that. But it's not such a clearing for Luka in terms of his scoring that it puts Cade far out in the rearview mirror. Like, that's not the case. If Cade was, let's say Cade was giving you like 16 and like 8 or something like that, and then but still giving you good defense, and then Luka's giving you exactly what he's giving you now, 30 plus, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, but no defense, then it's still a clearing. Yes, absolutely, Luka is still that. Cade is still able to go get you a 40 ball if he wanted to. Cade is still able to go get his if he has to. Like, we just saw him put up the 40-point triple-double against the Wizards when they didn't have half of their, availability on the roster. So for me, I don't really see the argument. Again, if people want to say Luka's better, I'm okay with it. I hate the people who always, it's such and such, and it's not even close. Like, bro, it can be close. Like, it's an argument to be had for both of them. But I think when you just watch them on a side-by-side, especially knowing that Cade is still in a position where he can get much better if his three-point shooting continues to round out, if his finishing continues to get better, and if the roster gets better where he's not getting trapped as often as he is, he can still be that much better. I don't know how much better Luka is going to be, because the story for him this offseason was he lost so much weight. He looks better, and he still looks slow. Still moving like jello in a bowl. Like, I'm not seeing anything from this dude that's impressive right now. Again, the numbers look good, but when you watch him play, I just don't see like the lift in terms of what he's doing for the team. And I don't want to hear, I had the Luka hive on my mentions all since that. Oh, but his team is worse. Bro, have you seen the players that Cade Cunningham has had to play with his entire career? Playing with Killian Hayes for 2 years, playing with Isaiah Livers as his go-to spacer, making Isaiah Stewart his most reliable spacer. Like, I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Sorry, yeah, he got bummed DeAndre Ayton, who's got ugly braids. That's not my problem. Go make it work. Cade has made it work with what he's had. He's never had a number 2, and he still made it work. Luka, again, the go-to argument that people are giving me with Luka, well, he's been to the finals, bro. Yeah, 2 years ago playing a different style with a team that was totally catered to him. He don't have Kyrie no more. He don't have the roster that he was playing with the Mavericks anymore. And I just think you see the difference when he don't have those kind of situations. So to me, I think it's clear-cut and evident that Cade is the better player, and I don't know why I've been getting so much pushback about it. I really don't.
I can understand the pushback from Lakers and maybe Mavs fans just for the fact that Luka's been in the NBA a little bit longer than Cade. But I think your argument and what you're basing it off of is the stock of Cade Cunningham over a long period of time being very similar, or if not better than Luka Doncic in the long term. When I saw it, I was just like, I can kind of see the vision. But I think where people kind of had like pushback, like let's let Cade get there before we try to like, crown him as better than Luka. But like to your point, it's not like Cade Cunningham is averaging 15 points a game. Right. His averages are like 26, almost 27 a game, yes. 9 assists. Obviously, the 3-point shot this year is just completely tanked, but you'd like to see him get better from 3. Obviously, having less spacing this year is probably a big contributor to that. But I mean, if you're just talking about overall two-way impact, Cade Cunningham to me is the better player. You're talking about a player that can just get to his own and score in bunches. It's Luka, but he is just a traffic cone defensively. Like he just does not play any sort of defense whatsoever. No. That's why I didn't really like when I saw it. I was like, that's not like a crazy take. Like I've seen way crazier takes on NBA Twitter, like way crazier takes. I feel like it's a take within like the next 4 to 5 years will age gracefully, and you'll probably get on like what did he know on Twitter. Like it'll probably be a good take in a couple of years, like because like just the way I'm looking at it, like Cade's game, like you just love to see it out of a guy that's a number 1 option, first overall draft pick. I mean, he's out there, defending, point guards through centers. Like we've seen him switch on bigger power forwards, bigger centers. Like Luka has the size to do it. He just decides not to because he doesn't want to exert his energy on defense. And I don't know how many times I have to see JJ Redick crash out and just look at Luka saying like, switch.
His own team is telling him, come on, man. Like, heard Robert Horry say the same thing. He's struggling on defense. He's not really giving a whole lot of effort there, and his foul baiting offensively is hard to watch. And my one thing I want to say is, while I totally understand what you're saying of let Cade get there, I think it's important to define what the conversation is. Because, again, the go-to argument everyone is saying is, has Cade been to the finals? Has Cade won a playoff series? I'm not asking who has the better resume. That's the LeBron Jordan conversation. You want to bring the resumes up, that's totally fine. And obviously Luka would win that conversation. I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing about who is playing the best right now. That's not a resume conversation. Who is playing better right now on the court? Who would you rather have start your franchise? Who statistically, who impact-wise is playing better at this current moment? And I don't think that's a conversation that needs to be had in terms of let Cade get there. It's not about who get there. They're playing right now, and who's been better. That's a very simplistic question. That's all I was trying to give. And yet so many people on my ass, oh, but if he hasn't been this, and if he hasn't got to the playoffs, we always have to wait for these guys to get crowned by winning in the postseason. If y'all wanted to value the regular season, that's your business. I don't do that. Not you specifically, man, but I don't like people devaluing the regular season anymore. Like, I think it counts and should have some weight to be as good as you can be in the regular season. Because guess what? Breaking news, guys. In order to get to the playoffs, you have to win in the regular season. That's just a fact. So I'm not the guy that's going to devalue what the regular season means and what those accomplishments look like and the play looks like. But I also want to specify what my point was, because people all want to throw resumes and, oh, how many All-Stars has Cade been to? Or how many playoff series has he won? That's not my point. Who's playing the best right now? I think it's Cade, hands down. That's my opinion.
Yeah, like for sure. Like I think there's a lot of different debates and a lot of different avenues you can go down. Like if you're just saying like right now, absolutely, I think Cade Cunningham is playing better basketball on both ends of the floor. If you're just talking about longevity and like if you want to match them up, just side to side throughout their careers, obviously Luka's one more playoff series, he's won more games. But I think again, like if you're starting a franchise right now and you ask general managers across the league, who would you rather start a franchise with? Luka Doncic or Cade Cunningham? I think Cade would probably get the edge because he's a two-way player and you're still getting the playmaking ability and you're still getting just the all-around game, mid-range, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. I will say if Cade was in a Laker uniform, he probably would get just as many calls as Luka. I'm just saying that
no
first
question.
and foremost.
No
it's
question.
It's just because he's in a Detroit uniform. I swear, man. Like
Yes.
Detroit players just don't get the respect from the officials or the whistles. But I mean, don't clip that I said if Cade was in the Laker uniform, because I know one of you sickles will do that.
They on it right now, bro. It's too late.
Yeah, we're already seeing like the superstar push. Like I don't know, did you see that like weird ass Foot Locker promo that they had him?
Yeah, hey, we gotta talk about that. I don't know what. I love the push you get, big dog, but I looked at those shoes. I'm like
Crocs.
Huh? These like Kanye West Crocs you got on, bro. What are we doing here? We couldn't do nothing else. We couldn't do nothing better than that. Is that what we okay?
He's definitely getting that superstar push. I mean, like the All-Star voting says it itself, like fourth in All-Star votes, which maybe the next American-born MVP. You never really know. I mean, we got all these Europeans getting in, or Canadians, or just not Americans. Like Cade has a good shot of being I know Mr. Ray said face of the league. If he was a Laker, 100% agree with you. We're not saying Cade's going to be a Laker. Don't clip that.
No, it's not happening. No, there's no Nico Harrison over here. That's not going to happen. Don't worry, guys.
No. But it's honestly kind of funny. It really is.